And with the talking to TV. The top which on TV.
I'm gonna do mine first. Dave, what I'd like to do, if it's okay with you, Dave, I'd like to put Julie up first,
Oh,
so she can hit the road. You're sort of stuck here no matter what happens, so.
this is true. This is true. Good, Julie, there's a space for you.
I appreciate that.
He's got a phone call anyway. We're live and running. We're ready. Okay. Good afternoon. It is Monday, January 12th, the meeting of the fiscal year 2027 Waterboro Budget Committee. And we will start off today with Julie, so we can go over the library budget for next year.
Okay, great.
The floor is yours, Julie.
Well, did anybody have questions? Is there something you'd like me to address first? There hasn't been a ton of change. I get, really mostly it's one part-time person for 1 day a week is.
That's a new position?
It is.
Okay, so
Yeah.
the new monies, 'cause- okay.
Right.
Extra hours, really.
Yeah,
Extra hours.
really, yeah, a few extra hours.
extra
body. Right, right.
All right. So I see, as a department,
And
go ahead.
yeah, and I was gonna say, and I think it's actually taking some hours from another position and, you know, kind of putting it together. And, wait, I'm trying to see if I wrote down. I think it was, just trying to get it right, how much it was. Do you see that?
494 hours a year.
494 hours a year, yeah, okay.
Does that sound right?
It is, yep, that's exactly what I had written down, yeah. So for the next fiscal year, that was 8650. That's what I had,
Yes.
yes.
And you have your new assistant librarians on there.
Yes, he is, yeah.
Are those, is that more or less than we were paying for Pauline?
His position?
Is his position the same as Pauline's?
It's very close.
Yeah.
It might be a little more, but I don't think it was,
Okay.
I don't even actually know if it was, to be honest. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And the only question I have, really, down on line 18, under utilities, town manager finance has knocked $24 off that number. What's that?
Is it? Where? Oh, oh, that's too funny.
I don't know what Zolti's is,
I have no
first of all.
idea. Why was that?
Because it's actually,
Maybe the
it's a
phone.
flat fee. It's like,
Oh.
she pays $100 a month. for
Oh, because of the phone, the difference in the phone.
fax and the phone line.
Yeah,
And then, yeah, I've got the explanation in there.
yeah, I see that now. That was the one, yeah,
I mean, not a huge difference there, but.
yeah.
1,800 was rounding up, the 1,700 is the exact figure.
Okay, all
Yeah,
right. So
yeah. The cost of the phone changed quite a bit. When
is that what
the new
Zolti's
system-
is? I don't know what Zolti's is.
It,
Yes, that's the phone system.
Yeah.
That's the phone system?
yeah, Dave- I was gonna say, where's Dave? Talk to Dave, he's the one that got all of that
It's a
installed.
voice over IP phone system.
Okay,
And we
all
have,
right.
it's a managed plan subscription.
So is that the one you dial the regular number and you get dial 6 if you want this one and that one?
Well, that's just the auto attendant that we have, or it's
Oh.
part of it. So it's not a hard line anymore, it's through it's IP based, so it's through the. internet.
Voice over internet,
Yeah.
basically, yeah.
Yeah. And then we
And
have a separate
our
fax
previous
line,
system-
because we have people that use faxes quite a bit. And that seemed to add a big jump to the cost of what we were paying, yeah.
So they're not charged for their taxes when they send them?
We do charge a small fee, it's like $1.50 for your first page, and then just 25 cents for pages after that, but, yeah.
So I see all in all, most of the numbers are exactly the same as they've been.
Yeah, they haven't changed much.
No.
And then, under the contractual services, somewhere we had Zoom in there before, and I'm not sure where, but we're not going to pay for that subscription anymore, so
Okay.
that, I didn't bother to change any of the amounts. Yeah.
Okay. Pretty straightforward, Julie. I don't see any questions for Julie? I see really even your utilities are the same, with the exception of the fax going up a little bit.
Yes, yeah.
And what did we do, it's not really related to this, but we had some work done to the library physical building this year, did we? Or was that in last year's budget? We had work that was scheduled that never, did we do anything to it this year?
The floors, you mean, down in the
The
basement?
floors,
Yeah,
yes.
those are done.
Okay.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
All right.
fiscal year 25, I believe. Yep, monies.
Okay. All right, any questions for Julie? It's all straightforward stuff, all of the line items. We talked the other day, I mean, you were talking about your book supplier, and then I go home and the Portland paper the next day had an article
Oh,
about
that's
it.
funny. Yeah, there's been a lot of changes in the book field with Baker and Taylor closing and trying to figure out the best way to get books and whatnot. So I'm making it work for right now.
Sure.
I've been using, we get discounted through a consortium that we belong to. We have an Amazon Business Prime where we get library discounts. They're trying to pick up some slack and free delivery and that type of thing. So I'm filling in with that, so we're getting the same discounts or better. So that's been working out pretty well. It's not as good for making your baskets and carts and being ahead of stuff. It's a lot of piddly
Sure.
stuff. So I'm not sure if I'll try Ingram. We have an account, we've had it with them for a long time, but I haven't ever really liked their platform. I really liked Baker and Taylor. And there's been some talk of some libraries that have tried it and then not liked it because they had long delays in getting their books, and then they couldn't get stuff shipped back and a lot of crazy stuff. So I think what I'm doing for right now is working the best for us.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right, well, I can't see anything else. So
I
the
mean, I
number.
can tell you a little bit of like what we do to, for the library, like to save money. And one of that is through the Maine State Library, we get funded for one van delivery, which this is the first year we've had to pay a small portion of that. It costs $2,200 and something for one day delivery. For everybody, the libraries through the van delivery. And this year, our portion was a small percentage based on the town, and we had to pay, I think, $165 or something. So it's very nominal, but it keeps us connected with all the other libraries and the books flowing back and forth. So that saves us money on postage, whereas before we had to always mail stuff back, that type of thing. So that's been really wonderful. We're a part of the Cloud Library Maine InfoNet Consortium, where our patrons can download audiobooks and ebooks, and that's incredibly popular. Plus, on top of that, a couple of years ago, I think we added about $1,500 to our budget. That's when it went from 15 and up to 17 something. So that we also have our own platform, a part of that, so that we can order books that are also in the Cloud Library for our own patrons. So if we get a large number of holds on a particular book and it says our patrons aren't going to be able to read it for 450 days, and we have 3 people waiting, I might purchase that and add it into the Cloud Library. And then our patrons come first and get those holds, and then we do share it out to other people as well, just like other libraries do for us. So that's always really good. And along with that is the Cloud Library, and it's also the Comics Plus. Not a lot of people know about that. We're trying to tell them more for people, especially younger people who enjoy manga and comics and stuff, graphic novels. So that is also a part of that. I write a grant for the summer reading program. That's often $2,500 to $3,000. I write a grant for water. Poland Springs, we get water because we aren't able to drink the water that's at the library because there's lead in the pipes. The Friends pitch in, they buy museum passes and fund programs maybe that we want to just try out, or special weeks that we do, like the December, the holiday week, or our Patron Appreciation Week in February. So they're always very helpful. So that's where book sale money comes from. Yeah, so we do a lot. We're always looking for other ways to get good services for the people at the library. So.
Perfect, and that also is that Camel thing I keep talking about.
Yes, Camel.
That's available as well.
The system that we use to check books in and out, that keeps track of our inventory and all of that, is called Apollo, Biblionics Apollo. And there are a number of other libraries in the state of Maine that also use that. And so they've set up a way for us to be able to let our patrons and you know, obviously staff, put books on hold at other libraries that we don't have. And then it automatically gets sent to us through the van delivery that we all have, which really opens up a vast number of
Is that a
books.
separate van than the one you were talking
No,
about?
it all
It's the
comes on
same-
that.
Okay. all
Yep,
right.
yep. The van delivery's funded by the Maine State Library, funds that they receive. And so as long, they only put in so many libraries a year. Like, there are only so many. You can buy into it if you're gonna pay the cost, but as far as trying to get like a free day of delivery, you've got to prove that you have at least 300 interlibrary loans in the course of a year, which we do way more than that. So that's how we were able to get it a long time, actually a long time now. It was when I started, and Janet McKinney was at the library, the Maine State Library.
Okay,
So that's just been a huge help for us.
sure.
Yeah, we love it.
All right.
So.
Lead in the pipes, have we, town, talked about replacing those pipes? Or is it not cost effective?
Yeah, we talked about
For the plumbing in the library?
Yeah,
We haven't explored the replacement of pipes, no.
okay, just wondering.
No, and you have the bottled water for
Yes,
drinking.
yep,
Yeah,
yep,
for
Poland
drinking.
Springs, I write a grant for that every year, and they're good to us. Yeah.
We've replaced some of the old cast iron pipes, but we haven't replaced all of them there.
That may be something in the future because the water line's coming closer.
Yeah,
The apartment building or duplex, whatever it is gonna be there, is gonna get that water that much closer to the library, so.
Could be.
Public water or running taps inside that building wouldn't be a major job because you got no kitchen, do you?
No,
So you got no kitchen, you got just 2 bathrooms and a little bit of running water, so, how much water are you gonna use, or, you know, is it worth it, you know? I guess you'd have to, you're probably talking $200,000, even though it's coming closer, but you're gonna end up running a main line down to probably the driveway and then across to the.
Money for another day.
Yeah.
yeah,
But it's coming closer to,
Sure.
you know, every time somebody comes in, it's coming closer, so.
All right. Any other questions for Julie? All right, well, I think we're good, Julie. Thank you
thank you,
very
I
much.
really appreciate it, thanks, John.
No problem. All right, Mr. Lowe, your turn.
No, I didn't, and I did find that, I did get the email, so I will get that straightened out. Yes, you should tell them, because that saves us $1,000, $1,200 a year,
More than that.
even more.
Yeah, I mean, it's fiber, we get free fiber through the Maine School Libraries Network.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Over there.
That's huge.
Yeah,
100
it
up,
is.
100 down, that's a lot of money.
Yeah,
We're talking probably more like $4 grand a year, $5
Yeah.
grand a year.
wonderful,
Yeah,
I
that's
feel
a
even
good
better.
Excellent.
I'm glad I
Good
got
job.
signed up for that.
We don't even have anything like that. Ours is fine.
Well, if we ever did anything where the library was with the town, so you have it up.
Yeah.
There you are. Thank you, Julie.
Thank you, everybody.
All right, Dave, let's talk about IT.
All right.
Just move the library to the rec department side.
There we go. Move Todd over to the, yeah, that's a good idea. They can swap.
That is a good idea.
Satellite office.
All right, so what's changed here? Increase is largely driven by software.
Yep.
Just continually, seems to always go up, never stays level.
So what were the prime offenders this year? Because that's, it's
Well,
like
let's see, we
17%.
expect Trio to be up somewhere around $1,400. ArcGIS is a new program we've added for the town planner. That's $2,200, and that allows her to work with maps, actually edit maps, develop maps, the whole 9 yards. So not just be a reader visual, but to actually work with them in the planning. Microsoft 365, we're running $1,800 a year on that now. Microsoft's planned obsolescence, forced us into it finally. We were running on Office 2010 since 2010.
Yep.
So we've been running that for 16 years. And I got a good story about that too, because Tiger Direct, you remember Tiger Direct at all?
I do.
Right?
I bought junk
IT.
from them before.
So they started doing software at one point, and the guy called me up and he says, hey, we got Microsoft licensing abilities now, so do you need anything? So how much do you want for Office 2010, the full package Pro? And he comes back and he says $39 no, $29. $29 for, and if you looked at online any place, it was like $350.
Yeah.
So, wow, that's a great deal. We need 50 of them. So for $1,500, we got Office 2010 Pro. A couple of years later, he's moving on to another job, and he calls me up and tells me about where he's going, and thanks me for working with him and everything. And he says, hey, that Microsoft product I gave you, for $29 back in 2010? Yeah, it was supposed to be $290.
It didn't sound right at all.
I've been bleeding that for the last 15 years.
You got your $29 worth.
Unbelievable, huh?
That's amazing.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, I used to-
Yeah, we still use it on a few systems too, because you can still activate it if you're tricky enough.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah.
But it does break, it breaks with, a lot of times Windows updates breaks it. And then you have to reinstall it on top of the update,
Yeah.
figure it out, and then
Yeah.
it works again. So I've done that through the years, just, somebody says, oh, Outlook's not working, just reinstall it again, boom, you're all set.
Yeah.
Figure our way around it. But so we had to go to 365, and if you use the same login, like the clerks out there, they don't all need their own account because they're not sharing documents, but
Sure.
they need the 365, so they all have the same login because you can put it on 5 computers.
Okay.
So we have 10 accounts instead of 50.
Okay.
We're managing to consolidate like that. Gmail was another increase in the email. Our old system was Rackspace, and we had to get a separate spam filter on top of that, and it wasn't very effective. Really no file sharing capabilities, so Gmail with Google Drive and whatnot was, kind of a necessity these days, and will hopefully help me to put myself out of a job over the next few years, maybe. So, at least to some degree. Working on it. The more we can automate stuff and put things in the cloud, and it's not going to fully ever cover that, but I think there can be some paring down at some point in 4 or 5 years,
I
whatever.
think the upgrade from Rackspace was great, because I
Huh?
hated that.
Rackspace is
Rackspace was terrible.
Amen.
That was terrible.
Yeah, so that's it's a valuable. It's an increase, but it was worth it. It really helps us a lot with file sharing and everything else. Oh, come on. Stupid IT calls.
Yes.
Okay.
Turn it
I
on
will
and
have to
turn
run
it
out
back
for
on.
that.
ID10T errors.
And then there's a, let's see, I've got a new contract that has about a 2% increase, and there's also a longevity increase next year that's added in, so that totals about right around 3,000. I don't know what else to say. That's kind of it. And I'd
What's,
suppose-
the Spectrum's 5,500, is that internet? Is that?
Yes,
Okay.
yeah, and that's fire department here, the transfer station, public works garage, and South Station also has, I don't know if we've had South Station in, but that's another.
Into the spectrum.
Yeah,
We can both look.
it might be on yours. Might be on yours. Yeah, South Station had to get upgraded finally. They were on a complimentary system since like 2005 or something. So we had free service there, but it was, at this point in time, they will not upgrade it. So it was like 25 by 1, so it was really, really, really slow.
Mm-hmm.
So when did that happen?
I upgraded them about 3 months ago, maybe.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
so you have actual, real internet there now.
which is good.
Yeah, you need it, because, you're running the fire reporting stuff down there, you're also running the new thing, First Due, where they can see who's on duty and where the calls are and all that stuff. So I've got 2 monitors set up in the bay so they can see it as soon as they walk in the door or right as they're entering the office.
Okay.
See what kind of calls came in. And that's about it, really.
It's all pretty straightforward. The numbers are, as I say,
Don't change
the
much.
driver for the increase is just the contractual, your subscriptions, software. Other than that, it's right where it should be. So, any questions for Mr. Lowe?
My only comment for you for the software and Trio line, you see the 32.6.
Mm-hmm.
I think in the grand scheme of things, that's a pretty reasonable rate where we're at today. But obviously seeing some of the things with Trio, like with all these other software companies, at some point, do they pull the plug and say, we're not doing this or this, and refocus? And then, because we've had other companies knocking on our door too, that we're not ready to pull that trigger for. But in comparison, was it Munis that's substantially more than Trio?
They can handle, they can do other things.
They can do other things, but it just is an example that some of the other software packages could be either a lot more than what we're at right now, or other companies that are starting to develop that can't do as much as we do today. And because we've noticed it, I think she's had some challenges with the financial reporting, just in the customer, the service or technical support.
Tickets.
Well, they call them tickets, but getting back to us when she needs help fixing something, because she lost a lot of data this year, just gone. And it took quite a bit of time to get back. But, so it's just being mindful for that in the future, that may be an issue.
And let's just say, getting back to Julie, I know they use whatever that software she said, but Portland uses one called Minerva or something like that. A lot more money. Does a lot more, but nothing's free. And it costs a lot more.
Yeah, we use Apollo, that's
Right.
in my budget there too, but the
Okay.
Apollo Biblionics.
Yep.
And that's been a good program, I mean, for the price.
Mm-hmm.
And they've added some nice features too. We pay a few $100 extra for thumbnails where you can see like book covers
Mhm.
and stuff like that,
Sure.
recommended books. They add a lot of features in like that. Most of them are free, sometimes it's a small upgrade
Mm-hmm.
fee, but I think it benefits the public overall. So.
And Dave, correct me if I'm wrong, but we do not have live data or integrated with GIS, correct? Real time.
No real time yet. No.
That has been a conversation that we've had from the council a couple times. Specifically, the chair has asked about, because I think he has experience with seeing other communities. It would be nice eventually to look at that, but we have not included that in this as of yet.
How often is GIS updated through the planning? Are the ones that updated?
It's a couple times a year, basically. They gather all map changes and whatnot, sales, map changes, that type of stuff, and we send them up twice a year, usually, yeah. The new company, though, may be a little more flexible, so.
Sebago.
Sebago Technics.
Sebago, yeah. Yeah, the old company was not so flexible.
We used to use CAI technologies, and now we've migrated to Sebago Tech for our GIS work, web hosting, our map hosting updates.
Where are they based? Are they
Portland?
Portland?
They're all on,
They're right behind the main mall.
I was gonna say, they're all behind the main mall, out behind Sears on that.
yeah.
Okay.
John
Oh,
Roberts
that
Road.
industrial
Yep.
park.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, right there on the right
They
hand
actually
side.
just had, they sent a memo out today, but they've had some leadership changes. A new chief operating officer is taking over, the CEO will stay in place there, and they're also opening a new location in Brunswick, I believe it was,
Really? Okay.
and with more engineering options.
Good for them.
He had 3 or 4 that had retired and
Mm-hmm.
What is the average franchise fee that you get? People,
The what?
the franchise fee? What's the average that they pay back to us?
Hold on one second, I'll tell you. It is it in general?
Yeah, but I think we get it monthly, so I just wanted to see how much we've received so far.
How is that calculated? I mean, what are they paying? The franchise fee is great, but where's the number come
Franchise is
from?
running around
Is it based on,
76,000 a year or something?
is it based on the number of subscribers?
It is, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And they pay it monthly?
Quarterly,
4120.
quarterly, and it used to be like always just over 80,000, and then it's kind of bounced back and forth for a while. Now it's kind of going down, little by little, but.
So we projected,
78?
we projected this year 72,
72, so it is going down.
72,000.
And we
Yeah.
received 2 payments equaling total 32,898.
32,898.
So 16,000 each and change.
So that's way down, really.
So is that because a lot of people streaming it?
People are dumping the cable.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be lower.
There is a new law on the books that if anybody, because they use the right of way, that's where the franchise comes from. They use the poles are in the town right of way, so
Mhm.
they're traveling through that with their cable. That's where franchise comes from. Stuff like Hulu, or Fire Stick or Roku and stuff like that doesn't matter, doesn't count. But if somebody else is using the lines to transmit and it ends up at your house with a channel changing type box that's similar to cable, then that's also now a franchisable item.
Okay.
So according to the new law. So, and I don't know what that's going to affect. I haven't seen anything like that yet,
Mhm.
but I guess it's out there. And they're trying to make their way around the country, so we may have more franchise
Isn't that what
options
the
like
guy,
that coming in.
the people that do your nails, didn't they have something like that?
Yes.
What's that?
They have Fidium, cable company or whatever.
Yeah, I've heard of them, but I don't think they're through. Yeah,
Are they?
so, yeah, that's all fiber, right, yeah, so, yeah.
Heard good things.
Mhm.
Yeah, because even if you're streaming, like we stream, but we're using Spectrum to get it in the house.
Yeah, so
to
you're
get the
just-
internet.
Right,
So,
yeah.
Yeah.
Internet, yeah. But you're not paying Spectrum for the cable TV or for any type of
No,
TV service.
no,
so,
just the internet.
Yeah,
That's it, so.
yeah. of
And now the
course-
state of Maine is gonna get 5.5% of my monthly bill for my streaming services, so,
Ah.
sales tax. All right, any more questions for Mr. Lowe?
No.
We are good.
All right.
Thank you,
thank
sir. All right,
You want to bring Ethan up?
we can do whatever you'd like. I can ask you how you want to handle this.
Let's do it.
Till the end?
You got your, you got your camera.
Yeah. See if I ever try one of these again.
All right, Ethan, tell us who you are and what you do.
I am the fire chief for Ross Corner.
Okay? This shouldn't take long.
No, it's just a nice small one for you. So we do have a slight increase for this year, and it's only due to insurance cost increases for both trucks and the building. Those both went up this year. That's the only increase that we have. We did cut out some money for the rest of our stuff to try and soften the increase some.
Sure, yeah.
Our trucks were only insured at 250,000.
How many trucks?
We have two of them. And we bumped them up to 750,000 apiece. You're not getting a fire truck for 250,000 anymore,
No.
so.
Is that full replacement cost at
Yes.
least?
All right, pretty straightforward stuff. Explain, and we've heard it before, but tell us what that fire department does.
So we are essentially a support service of the three towns. We don't have a primary area anywhere. In parts of Waterboro, Alfred, and all of Shapley, we respond as more manpower, more apparatus for whatever they need us for. Shapley is taking that to the extreme and put us on everything in their entire town. But it is what it is.
Absolutely.
They need help up there, so they call us, we go help.
Okay, all right. Physical the building, you got running water in there?
No,
No.
never have.
No
We don't
heat?
have enough property up there to put a well anywhere.
Okay,
We have a porta potty,
okay.
and if we need to wash a truck or anything like that, it has to go to one of the town stations to get cleaned.
Okay, all right. I've driven by it numerous times, but that's been it.
Well,
I
if
know
you'd
you're
like to
there.
schedule a time, we can go up there and I can show you around the whole building.
Does
Show
it
me
have
the
heat?
unheated building, I'll wait till June.
that?
It doesn't have heat?
It does have heat.
It does have heat?
I'll go with you
Okay.
then.
There's a small heater in there.
Yep,
Don't want those trucks freezing up, that'd be a problem.
yeah.
I got a suggestion for you.
Yeah?
I'll bet.
That camp that sits right there in the intersection
Across the street?
Yeah.
supposedly can be bought.
That's what I've heard.
It's on the market.
Quite a financial bind,
Yeah,
but there's your well.
right.
I mean, that ain't a lot of money for what that piece can be bought.
No running water in that house.
Huh?
No running water in that house.
There's gonna be a well, because they got a septic.
I don't know. That was, what was it, 70 or 80,000 bucks they were looking for it.
Yeah.
Well, I heard the other night that he'd take 20.
Oh,
I'll
really?
bet.
Yeah.
Well, he's been sitting on that for a while.
You gotta face the liability for all the clear cutting you did down to the water.
That does not include the clear
Down by the
cutting.
little brook.
It's like across the
That's
street.
gonna be a lien.
Yeah.
Okay.
That'd be
Across
a
West
lien on it,
Road.
I would think.
Through
Right
DEP.
behind the church.
Yeah.
Not a lien, but
Well, he's got
somebody
fines to-
gave
Yeah,
us to
so
take
like
care of
the
it.
Okay.
intersection
Yeah.
is on this side of West Road and the fire station's over here, so it's on opposite sides, yeah.
When they make them replant, do they make them replant like a full tree, or can it be
Big-
saplings?
Big trees. Yeah, 6 to 12 inches, I believe is what I was told.
That's gonna hurt.
That's really good.
expensive.
But the guy that owned it would walk away if you could give him 20,000.
And pay $1 million to replace the trees.
Probably,
For a while.
probably 20 or 30,000.
It's food for thought.
All right.
What year did Roscommon start?
81,
Is it all volunteer?
yes.
Thank you.
No problem.
All right, well, thank you very much, we appreciate it.
No problem, thank you.
Have a good night.
We're gonna back up and do the hydrants while we're here. Yep. For another lengthy discussion. Yep, just one previous page, the hydrant rental, up 1.4%. So, and those are set by the water district.
Correct, in the PUC, based on their operating costs.
Okay.
But they couldn't put water in the ice skating rink. They had to pay for the water that went in the ice skating
Really?
rink, is what I've seen.
I thought Poland Spring used to
I don't agree
donate
with
that.
that.
So it was $175 that the water district charged for the water,
Really?
system. And then that money was donated by DEA Auto.
Okay.
Joe had to buy the water though.
Is the
That's your
water-
problem.
Is the water district owned by Waterboro?
No.
Privately owned.
Once upon a time.
It's got its own board of, its own trustees that oversee and manage it. And it's, I don't want to say it's quasi-municipal, but it's their own, they have their own governing body. And their budget's voted on based on people that are in the water district.
So if they decide to clean the tank that's down by the Eagles?
They're gonna have to come up with some money someplace.
Say that again?
If they clean the tank down by the Eagles, we won't have hydrant service?
Well, depending on what they do for maintenance on it, then that, if they drain the tank, then that would be we probably wouldn't have anything then.
Well, that's the whole nut. They'd have to get a bladder system like to empty the tank into it. I mean, I remember talking to Gary about this, and he was like, he was dreading it then.
Yep.
It's been a conversation they've had for years.
It should have been sandblasted 15 years ago.
Yeah.
Inside wing?
Inside, yeah.
Yeah. No, I ain't talking the outside is
It's
still
fine.
for paint, but the inside has got some rust in it. And it needs to be sandblasted, and it's a 6-month deal, is what I've been told.
Because they haven't done it since they put it in, correct?
Yeah,
That's
correct.
that's correct.
92, is that right? 1992 drain?
I wouldn't dare say, because I don't remember.
I can see the steam coming out of his ears from
Yeah, I was gonna say, it was 83 that they started the whole process with DEP, but it was later than that. It was DEP funded the water district to start with, and turned over just under 300,000 to the water district to maintain it.
So if we have to clean that, they shut it off for 6 months and people have no water?
They were talking about another tank, setting up another tank. Now,
That was the
that,
water or something.
Yeah, they'd have to build some sort of, Gary was talking about some sort of rubber bladder tank. They'd have to set up, drain the big tank into that.
Right.
Yes, and then
well, we as a town own a piece of property that is higher than that tank
Okay,
in East Waterboro. Out behind your Public Works garage,
okay, yeah,
on some ledge coming back to 202.
Sure.
Route 5.
yeah.
There is a flat spot that tank could be set on. And it would be just sitting there,
Mhm.
because you haven't got to go up in the air.
Even with the ledge, would we be able to? Okay. I'm not a construction.
I'm only repeating what I've heard, so,
Okay.
you know, I ain't got the answers.
So several years ago, they tried to buy the property.
Yes.
Across the street from behind JD's.
Up behind JD's, yeah.
To be able to get the water line down.
Okay.
And that obviously failed, so they didn't pursue that, and then that's when the solar company came and bought the land afterwards.
Yeah.
But
And
they opted to go across, they were going across country up there versus going up Bennett Hill Road because of the cost to run the water line.
Sure.
But obviously that didn't happen, and back then when that conversation took place, is that was going to be helpful to the water district.
Right.
But the water district certainly can speak far more about it than I can, as well, about their operation of that.
Have they ever come to the town, for the town to take it over, the water district? No.
They have not had that, we have not had that conversation recently.
Do they do all the maintenance of the hydrants as well?
Yeah.
They do, they take care of everything, the hydro system, the tank, all the infrastructure has to do with the water, they take care of. And we have some businesses that, there's agreements based on planning board that they have to have a hydrant on the property, like from Canada, for example. Hannaford doesn't like to pay for the maintenance agreement for the hydrant. They usually end up chasing them, and then water district notifies us that they're gonna be shutting the hydrants off to Hannaford, but that's part of their permit. So then we have to change, we reach out to Hannaford as well, and then they pay for it, and everybody's happy.
You got 2 or 3 businesses that right now that ain't got any water because they didn't pay their bill.
Because they didn't pay their bill?
Yeah, water bill.
Oh.
The water company can cut that off if they're a couple quarters behind on payment.
Only tell them.
Catching up?
She's organizing.
I hear the paperwork shuffle going on.
Trying to do it as fast as possible.
All right, so I think if there are no questions, we'll move on and go to public safety. And I know overall 3.4%, so it looks like somebody's paying attention to the COLA numbers we got over here. So Matt?
Really didn't have a lot of changes. We held the COLA, talked about 3%. Made a few changes in the overtime slightly, but it was very limited this year, not overtime. Last year, obviously, overtime was over because we had some people out in workers' comp.
Are you new hires in these numbers?
Yes, everything, because they're same.
Position.
They were existing positions already.
Yeah.
So we really didn't, we went well over last year because we had a backfill for several months. Really nothing significant. Some of the PPE costs have gone up. We've tried to hold those lines as the same amount last year. They were slightly different. And that's in 5425. Last year, we also, because of our overtime use, we actually cut back on spending money from other lines because we knew we were almost $30,000 over last year. So we stopped spending. Really going down through, obviously gas, diesel, utilities, based on historical data, what we're having, where we're at today. Again, phones, same type of phone systems. That phone system is universal across the whole, all town departments have the same system now. Vehicle maintenance. So Mike Frazier takes care of a lot of all the vehicle maintenance. He had actually given me numbers a little bit higher. We sharpened the pencil to try to keep that at 70. He was proposing it was closer to 80 initially. Some of the costs for the repair sites, their hourly rates have changed. But I think we're going to try to see if we can't maintain where we were at. And it's about $1,000 difference.
But that 70,000, that includes like all your vehicles?
Correct.
So like the big ladder truck? Everything?
All service and maintenance comes out of them. So pump testing and service. So we do 5 vehicles with the pump service and testing. Any engine pump repairs. There's also hose testing in there. There's truck preventive maintenance, vehicle inspections, any brake adjustments, miscellaneous repairs for all equipment.
Tires.
Yeah, tires, ladder testing, aerial testing's in there, because they're assigned on trucks, we put it in that account. The aerial service, service maintenance agreements, ambulance repairs, and preventative maintenance. Shop supplies, all the hydraulic, DEF fluid, filters, etc. Any warning equipment, and $1,000 for shop tools. Extrication tool service, maintenance on the boat, winterization, any undercoating that's completed, UTV maintenance. So that's all tied to that account.
Under line 27, Department 60, the unclassified, it's a pretty good increase. I mean, it's not a big dollar amount, but it's a percentage-wise, it's a pretty good increase.
EMA communication one?
Yes, must be.
That's for the iPads,
Yeah,
correct?
yeah. It's about
iPad
21%, so I'm just sort of,
Increase in, yeah, so we changed service plans for the iPads that are in every apparatus
sure.
to an unlimited plan because
Okay.
we were getting overages.
Yeah,
So it went, and we have 13 devices.
Mhm.
So it went up from $10 a month to $20
Okay.
dollars a month each.
yeah.
So
And
it's just worth it to not worry
Oh,
about
absolutely.
overages.
Yeah.
David mentioned it earlier, but that first due program runs constantly in the background.
Mm-hmm.
And whenever that truck leaves the building, it's on the cellular network.
Mhm.
So that's why it was painful. And Laura was noticing it on a regular basis. If our new month started today, tomorrow,
It's already saying,
why we
you're
over-
almost out of date.
out of
Yeah,
date.
yeah.
It's like, okay, we need to do something.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was overage charges on that, so that's what we decided we need to make that change.
And it also puts all public safety personnel on, they have a special program because we deal with Verizon.
Mm-hmm.
As like the first in line if there's an emergency
Mhm.
and, or a catastrophe. So that those lines of communication are open up first for emergency responders. It's nice.
Okay. Any questions there? I mean, I can go down through this line by line, but the numbers are right there in front of you, and
My question was just about line 5. With the increase, was that for a whole new position, or was that covering a position that wasn't filled last year? The increase was like $53,000
That's 3% for all the positions.
for all, okay.
And plus longevity is included too.
Gotcha.
And several of them have longevity.
Okay.
That have been with us for a while, so.
But that's all positions for the 3% of longevities.
Can I ask a question? So the 2 new hires that you hired, are they already under the insurance line?
Yes, we kept
You
the
kept
2
everything
the same because we weren't sure.
Not knowing what they were going to take?
Yeah. And not knowing what level they might be at when we hired them, if they're going to be an exact replacement for the other 2.
Okay, so it was good.
But they're not new positions, they're existing, they left.
You're just filling.
you're just filling positions that were open,
Yes.
okay.
Correct. Any questions?
Any other questions? I know,
I won't be,
go ahead. Go
I
ahead.
won't be surprised to see on contractual services dispatch, I think that when they have the new software in place, we may see an increase there. The per capita charge in dispatch. And I think they're getting closer to go to that Motorola system for their RMS system, the computer. So, again, like we have,
I am responding.
no, what's that, IMC, the software, IMC, is that IMC? This software they're using today, they're going away from, and they're migrating to a new one, which is the startup costs.
So will that affect us? in this
I wouldn't be
budget?
surprised if that's gonna hit us, not this year, but for the following year.
My question was more on the lines of capital improvements that, like, we bought you equipment in the past that are large, not necessarily a truck, but the gear that the guys use was all prohibitively expensive.
So that's in here now, that's already in there.
Okay,
And that's in the equipment line in line 20.
okay,
Equipment, there is a variety of pieces of equipment in there.
okay.
Gear prices range anywhere from $4,000 to $5,000, thereabouts.
Okay.
So, depending what you're buying and what you need.
Just
How
for
often
the
do you have to
pants
replace
and
all
the
that
top.
stuff? I would imagine.
NFPA every 10 years.
Is it? Okay.
Whether it needs it or not.
NFPA knows better.
Well, like a truck, it's so inspected.
But yeah, NFPA goes in the 10-year rule of thumb, and I think we'll find that more important now for us because a lot of the training facilities are looking at that to make sure that if you're going into that training facility, that it's you're compliant with the 10-year rule as well. It's all designed for the safety of the individuals using it, and I get that, you know, and so. We held off last year in a few sessions because we knew we had overtime issues, and we needed backfilling. So, but like with everything, the cost of everything has gone up ridiculous.
Well, you're fully staffed today, or whenever your guys are starting.
Well, based on the positions available today.
Yes.
Are we fully staffed? Then no. But based on the numbers that exist today, yes.
Yes. That's all we can do.
That's what we have right now.
Yeah.
How
But-
short would you say you are?
Oh, I can't give you a number, you'd have people on shift. I mean, it'd be nice if we had 4 to 5 people per shift. We're not running with 4 to 5 people on a regular basis, we're running, it could be down to 3 on a minimum staffing day. And we do some of that to try to prevent the overtime costs from going through the roof. Is it ideal? No. And we should have 4 on a regular basis. And on some days, if you had the extra, the luxury of having that 5th person, would be great. We don't have that. So I think as we move forward, we need to look at that, and, you know, I think that's going to be a conversation as we move into next year. That we have to have that conversation with you and say, what is our plan? But obviously, we look at the pot of money we have to work with, and there's only so much in that pot.
With the per diem cost, would that, if you could do another position, would that cut down on some of the per diem?
It might trim a little bit of that, but
I'm assuming that's calling in people from other towns to help?
no,
or-
that per diem is our own people that work part-time shifts that just
Yeah.
aren't full-time.
Yeah.
And they may work for
They may
2 or
work.
3 other towns.
You know, they may work so many hours a week. Some people work 30 hours a week, some people work, you know,
Long
per diem
shift.
work 40 hours a week, sometimes once a month. So it all depends on what their availability is, whether they, you know, essentially have a schedule they put in once a month for the following month. So it works, but I think the problem we've seen is that the same with any other place, is that the per diem is harder to draw from. Numbers aren't there all the time because people are working in multiple different places. What's the schedule availability? Call-outs are hard, but
There's an article in the Portland paper about it yesterday, either yesterday or the day before.
oh, that's the annual report, yeah.
No, they're talking, they're talking about, they pick 4 or 5 departments. Of course, they're talking about Scarborough as 10 new recruits. I'm like, well, if you want to pay them, you can get them, but.
What was the town?
The sad part is Scarborough, they're gonna train 10 new people, and once they're trained, they can go anywhere,
One of
and
the guys-
you're gonna see them go, you know, the $10 an hour
Go for the-
average job,
Yeah.
or 20
Yeah.
somewhere else. And
Yeah.
that's where they go, and I watched that on the news the other night, and said, yeah, you're gonna get 10 trained, and 7 are gonna get through the course, and then you're gonna have 3 that are gonna be left.
All right, we have any more questions for Matt? Pretty straightforward. Everything make sense to you, April? Mr. Lee, you all set?
Yes, sir.
All right. Why don't we, you want to vote on these things, guys? Starting with IT. Department 32, looking for a motion to approve 198,343.
Motion, so moved.
And a second?
Second.
April seconds. If no more discussion, all in favor? And Public Safety, Department 70. Looking for a motion to approve $1,901,614.
So moved.
I will second.
If no more discussion, all in favor? Library, which I will abstain. I sit on the Board of Trustees for the library, but a motion to approve Department 50, 172,669.
No, 645.
Oh, excuse me, 172,645.
Wait, what are you doing? The library?
The library.
Okay, library.
Yeah. line, yeah, we're going to the second
You got-
column.
you got two
Yeah.
different
Column
numbers.
C.
Never mind,
It's the
sorry.
$24
Same
that
thing.
she knew about, but no one else did. so.
I'll make a motion.
April motions,
Second.
Tom seconds. I have no more discussion. All in favor? And abstention. Hydrant Rental, Department 77, a motion to approve $62,420.
A motion.
And a second?
Second.
All those in favor? And Ross Corner. Department 79, looking to approve $11,977.
So move.
I'll second.
All those in favor? All right. Discuss vote the change in the lease debt service. What specifically are we doing there?
I don't know, are you ready to give them a number for the estimate for interest yet?
Yeah, it is on there.
We put it in.
20,000, extra 20,000. I had been asking the bank.
The corrected amortization schedule, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
I didn't know, I was gonna ask, I'm glad you,
I had been asking probably for a month now to get worst case scenario.
Mm-hmm.
And I think there was a miscommunication and I finally got the answer that I needed. So it's an extra 20,000 in the interest.
okay.
Potentially.
Potentially.
And it may not be
Yeah.
that.
It all
but we
depends
just-
on what gets drawn.
Yep.
You know how those banks operate, right?
Don't get her started. So then line 2, Department 13, that number 773,567 is a new number
Yes.
Yes.
that is increased by the
Yeah,
$20,000
I
worst
left your
case scenario.
column with what you voted on, the 753,560.
Okay.
That's what you voted on,
So it would
Okay.
actually be line 6 is the change, correct?
interest.
Yes.
Line
Yes,
six.
there you go, you can see it right there, yep.
So line 6 would change to 272,996 versus the 252,996 if you.
Column D only, yeah.
Right, so you need a motion for both lines or for the total?
Just for the D, well, you can give,
Total, I would do it, I mean, however you want.
So, okay, so we could just,
So
then,
can I ask, what is the,
you started it.
why would it change? What is it a variable rate?
because we're
on-
drawing monthly as invoices come and if,
Got it.
Yeah,
All
so
right.
it could change.
as the
Yes,
construction
got
project
it, yep,
progresses,
yep,
if we max out by the end of the year, then yes, we'd be at the full amount.
Yes,
If
yep.
we're not, then it won't be.
Yep, got it, okay.
So this is mainly on the DPW garage?
That would
Yes.
change it, yep.
Okay.
That makes sense.
And so we asked for worst case scenario because we didn't.
That's what she
if-
did her whole life.
Yeah, if
ahead
you
of
cap
time.
out at,
Yeah.
you know, next month, for
Correct.
instance. Yeah,
We've had the biggest, this was a big month because of the foundation of what we're getting done currently.
yep,
And then I think we'll kind of peter out for a couple months because there'll be a little less work while they're erecting the building. But then once they start doing the internal work,
yeah,
then we're gonna see more balance.
yep, okay. That makes sense.
Still make sense to you?
I feel better now. It's like, what are they doing to you, $20,000?
All right, so we're looking for Department 13 to approve a new number of 773,567.
A motion.
A second.
And all those in favor?
John, so next week, we'll have, it's not on a Monday night,
Yep.
because Monday's a holiday.
One more time?
Monday's a holiday, don't forget.
Okay.
It's on Wednesday, correct?
It's on
Or
Wednesday.
did you change that too?
That's
I'll
all
let
it's
you know next Wednesday.
He's got a calendar he'll give you after we're all done.
He said that I didn't get a good vibe from you on that the other day, so I'm like, I'm just gonna leave that alone.
That's probably a good idea.
the 21st.
Yes, yeah.
So code
That would've
enforcement,
been-
recreation, planning board, Planning Department, Zoning Board of Appeals, and Tax Assessing.
Is that back?
Yeah, that would have been in the
I'm
schedule.
hoping I'm
that
not
we
gonna be
got.
in Rockport. Oh, no. I will find out.
And Laura was nice enough to give us 3 pages of minutes from last meeting, which I actually read, looked fine. I didn't look for typos, though. I probably should look again.
Oh, I double checked. Double checked.
Absolutely.
I just noticed my name was spelled wrong, but that's all.
Oh, Jesus, she could point that out.
Isn't his name Bird?
You left the W out of Debbie's, you have to redo that.
Yeah.
All right, so a motion to approve accept the minutes from our meeting of last week. And a second,
I'll second.
and all those in favor? With that being said, unless there's anything else, a motion to adjourn?
What?
Second? We all second.
Okay, you all second.
All those in favor?